Consumer 10 alert for you this morning. A text message scam is circulating across the country, tricking customers of one major bank to wire money. This happened to one family from Madison County.
It started with a text message.
And asked him if he had authorized a wire transfer. He replied no.
Jeff Phipps' son then received a call from a number, the same number as the fraud department from Chase Bank.
They kept him on the phone for an hour and 47 minutes.
But it wasn't Chase on the phone with him. It was an elaborate wire fraud scheme happening to Chase customers across the country.
During the conversation, they said, well, we want to deactivate your account. Can you send us your user name and your passcode? And he did, thinking it was Chase. And within minutes, the wire transfer went through.
Jeff and his wife went to close down his son's accounts, but the $8,500 was already gone.
Should have done a swift recall within 24 hours. They did not perform that until a month later.
Consumer 10 took his story to JPMorgan Chase. They say Jeff's son gave up too much personal information, including login and one-time passcodes for the bank to reimburse, even though it was a case of wire fraud. A spokesperson says scams are a societal problem. Scammers impersonate companies, banks, and even government agencies to try to trick consumers out of their hard-earned money. We urge all consumers to ignore phone or internet requests for money or access to their computers or bank accounts. Legitimate companies won't make these requests, but scammers will. Phipps filed a claim with the Better Business Bureau of Central Ohio.
If you are the victim of a scam, you are a victim of a fraud. These are unsolicited calls and texts. You didn't ask for them. Always feel free to hang up.
Lanigan says the BBB has seen this scam involving Chase before.
Impersonation scam is like one of the top scams that we saw in 2022. I think it's going to be equally big in 2023. Just in this case specifically, we're seeing the sophistication level be upped.
Hard-earned money.
Well, it's a lot of work. For him, it'll be probably a quarter to a half of the year.
Gone in an instant to scammers.
And that's a quarter and a half a year to get his money back, working every single day. Now, Jeff Phipps told me they are coming forward with his son's story to prevent this from happening to others. He says even if the number looks legitimate, don't talk to anyone or give away any information until you can make sure they are who they say they are.
Oh, that's maddening.
Yeah, it's really upsetting. And I actually ran into Jeff's son recently, and he said he is financially recovering from this.
Okay.
But, you know, he still feels pretty embarrassed, and, you know, it was a major setback for him.
Well, we're glad that they shared the story
Yeah.
because, you know, we don't want that to happen to anybody else.
And we're seeing those text messages all the time. I'm sure you guys get them all the time.
Yes.
And just don't click on any links, and don't be afraid to hang up on people.
My dad was showing me yesterday, he got one from Medicare that you could tell was fake.
Yeah.
And they're just targeting people.
They are.
Yes. So find something else to do.
I know,
Seriously.
stop.